Well, there are several different kinds of water sports: jet skiing, water skiing, tubing, and barefoot water skiing. We head down to Cross Lake where one man introduces several people to the sport, and he tries to teach me as well. It's a sport that has been around for more than 60 years. According to the Water Ski Hall of Fame, the first two ever barefoot water skiers were A.G. Hancock and Dick Pope Jr. back in 1947. And it's a sport that still lives on today.
You don't see a lot of skiing, period, anymore, Josh. Everybody wants to just be towed on a tube, or they want to squeeze a throttle.
Harlan Johnson has been teaching barefoot water skiing for 12 years, and there's always a lot of interest.
I actually got into it when I was about 34 years old because after a motorcycle accident, my ankle slowly got so bad I couldn't slalom ski anymore, and a buddy bought a new boat and had a boom on it. I said, let's go give this thing a try. Next thing you know, I couldn't slalom anymore, but I learned to barefoot and have been enjoying it ever since.
It's completely different than anything you could do. I mean, it's in its own league, and you get to go pretty fast, and it's cool.
My dad's always been talking about it, that he does that, and then I heard about it mostly when he got hurt, and I really wanted to do it, and I know a bunch of athletes that have, so of course I had to.
Johnson's first step in teaching people how to barefoot water ski is from a sling on what is called the boom, which is a long handle on the side of the boat.
We actually teach them to have their feet glide in the water. So most of these kids will start practicing their positioning around 22 to 26 miles an hour.
It just gives you the feeling like on your feet and how you're gliding across the water, and just it helps you with your ankles and everything.
After learning how to glide in the water, the skiers then learn how to get up facing forward on a knee board. And the biggest key is to bend your knees.
We teach them to keep their ankles just ahead of their knees, and if they leave their arms straight and we see them gliding in that position, then we accelerate up to their speed. And if they leave their arms straight and they resist the water from pushing their feet under their knees, up they'll come and they'll barefoot away.
It just made everything go better. There was less spraying. You wouldn't fall if your knees were bent. And form is everything.
You don't know it at first, so then you're like, oh, because you're struggling, and then when you get up, you're like, oh, I'm up. Well, that was easy. It was pretty exciting, and I was prepared for getting water at my nose.
It was so exciting, I even decided to give it a try. But after a lot of bouncing around and a wipeout, I guess I still have a little ways to go before I get it down. Just in case anybody was wondering, no injuries on that wipeout there. But if you thought that was exciting, take a look at this video on flyboarding. This is a new sport that has come over from France, and as you can see, it allows you to hover over the water. This is Caleb Gavick. He's one of only 3 distributors in the United States for flyboarding. Showed some backflips. Here he's going to do basically the dolphin trick in and out of the water. I don't know how he does that. It's amazing. And they asked if I wanted to try this one, and I'm going to end up doing it, but I'm not going to do the tricks that he does. I'd be so crazy if I did. I can tell you, you do feel like Iron Man when you do get the hang of it. As you can see, I get out of the water there. You have to really stay straight on that one.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.